what my John knows my son Jack. Anybody else know this?
Well, we know him when he was younger. We haven't met him in a long time.
Yeah, I saw him this morning, and so he said hello to everybody today. One of his two favorite memories of his childhood was going to a Cubs game. Because he never went, and he never went to a Cubs game with anybody that acted like Steve did.
Right. I was telling these guys before the same thing.
Truly, I mean, you think about it, how enthusiastic he was.
Well, he got that from his mother.
Mother, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was yelling at the left. He was, what were we saying? He was yelling at the right fielder. He was yelling at the first baseman, and my son's just got his mouth. And what's this? You know, no, should we be doing this too? And it seems like the right thing to do. And you know, and he was awed by that. And the other one was the experience with the Lori Lou on Waukegan with Caroline. We went and we caught a bunch of salmon in the lake that day. And Steve was constantly going on about the captain's retarded cousin and how he can't bait a hook and stuff. And we're not catching enough fish. And what the fuck is going on? How we're paying for this shit? And suddenly the fish started coming out like every 20 minutes and stuff like that. And we caught about 7 or 8 good salmon that day. And but that was a good day too. And it started off as a very dark and rainy morning. And it was a brilliant sunshine day, but we caught a lot of fish. And
yeah, we had that picture.
Huh?
We had that picture.
I don't think that's from that trip. I think that was another trip that was just me and him.
No, there's a picture in the black
one. Oh, I thought you meant in the green one.
Right, there's a picture.
You and Jack were real young, but you guys were you were sleeping a little bit.
Yeah.
And but that was my. So Jack says hello to everybody because I saw him this morning. He said, "Please say hello," because I remember. I guess he called him Uncle Steve or something.
Yeah. Yeah, my kids idolize Steve too.
Yeah.
Totally.
He said, "Yeah, please say hello to everybody," and he said, "Please tell them about the Lori Lou and the Cubs."
Right.
Well, he was good with kids.
He was great with kids. Yeah.
He really was. I know, when he would come to our house, or we would be with you somewhere where Caroline and Adam were together, he was really interested in Adam.
Yeah.
Caroline was there, and he'd pay attention to Caroline, but I mean, he could really, devote real true interest and attention to another child. I'm not very good at that. Like somebody else's kid is fine, but he was really great about that. And another thing that I really appreciated in Steve, which is amazing, considering the stories that we're telling, but he could really listen. He wasn't just a talker. He didn't tell you. He told you what he thought, but he didn't so much tell you what to do. He didn't tell you how to feel. And I know that he really listened. He really focused and looked at you when you talked, and he remembered what you said. He responded appropriately. His mind wasn't somewhere else.
It's all true.
So,
yep.
And that's pretty remarkable for somebody who, had very strong opinions himself, and was impatient, that he could actually be patient and listen to you.
Well, I'm glad you said that. That's never occurred to me before. But, as I think about my relationship with Steve, he did. And it's not that common a characteristic where people listen when somebody's talking. They're often waiting to give their opinion. But Steve, you're right. He genuinely listened to everything, at least in my recollection, when you talked to him, he would listen to everything you were saying. Whether it was somebody his age or younger, he would actually listen.
And we're not saying that he was like that at home all the time. After all, he was a normal husband, and I've told you 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.